All right, so once again, I'm coming live tonight. We're gonna be on long, just showing a couple of things that are going on. A couple of years ago to the point we're at today. A lot of people say, "Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening?" Well, it means because it's happening because daggone this was already talked about years ago, but nobody seemed to pay attention. Nobody seemed to pay attention, and when you don't pay attention, bad things happen, as they say. But nobody's ever doing that these days and not paying attention. They're always running around and, I guess running around chicken with their head cut off or whatever the case may be. But things are getting crazy now, right? And more dire. People really gonna have to stand up for what they believe in this time. Really is. It's getting worse every day. And when it gets worse, people have to speak out. I think people just have to realize that, hey, we are up against a savage beast. And you have to stand up to the beast. You got to stand to the beast one way or the other. So, and if you don't stand to the beast, it's like kind of like a very bad division tactic. So, I can't tell you about that, but I'm gonna say this while I play this video. Fair use copyright claim under Section 106 of the Copyright Act of 1976 allows made fair use purpose as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute, otherwise might be infringing. So that's that. Just wanted to get that out the way. Just wanted to get that out the way. But that's that. Let's see. Where are you guys at? Trying to break this down real quick. A lot of things going on. I think people need to be more aware when all these things are going on in the world and not really paying attention. So, like I said, you can't find out everything, but you can find out a lot just by listening. Simple listening. So let me go ahead and get started with it.
administration deported more than 3 million Americans. My question to you is, if an individual is living in the United States of America without documents and that is his only offense, should that person be deported?
Depending if they committed a major crime, they should be deported. And the president was left in his, President Obama, I think, did a heck of a job. Compare him to what this guy's doing is absolutely, I find, close to immoral. But the fact is that, look, we should not be locking people up. We should be making sure we change the circumstance as we did, why they would leave in the first place. And those who come seeking asylum, we should immediately have the capacity to absorb them, keep them safe until they can be heard.
A 15-second, if you could, if you wish to answer. Should someone who is here without documents, and that is his only offense, should that...
Yeah, I was thinking the same with Lou myself. I couldn't figure out what was going on myself, man.
That person be...
That person should not be the focus of deportation. We should fundamentally change.
I don't know what's going on with him. Can you hear me?
Yo, yo. What up, what up?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is yeah, I'm just playing. Hey, what's going on?
Another
Yeah,
day.
it is a clown show. Let's see what happens. They messing with the sound on my thing tonight, huh?
Obama-Biden administration deported more than 3 million Americans. My question to you is, if an individual is living in the United States of America without documents and that is his only offense, should that person be deported?
Depending if they committed a major crime, they should be deported. And the president was left in his, President Obama, I think, did a heck of a job. Compare him to what this guy's doing is absolutely, I find, close to immoral. But the fact is that, look, we should not be locking people up. We should be making sure we change the circumstance as we did, why they would leave in the first place. And those who come seeking asylum, we should immediately have the capacity to absorb them, keep them safe until they can be heard.
A 15-second, if you could, if you wish to answer. Should someone who is here without documents, and that is his only offense, should that person be deported?
That person should not be the focus of deportation. We should fundamentally change the way we deal with them.
Senator.
So that was from the Democratic primary debates from 2019. And Biden was talking about, they should surge the border and all this other stuff, and they shouldn't be locking people up. So that's why you got the problem you got today.
Damn. They tell you what you
I'll be right back. I'm clear right now.
I would, in fact, make sure that there is...
There it is.
Immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum. They deserve to be heard. That's who we are. We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come. I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border.
Well. See, what do you have going on right now? A border surge. Said it right there in the debate for you. Must be forget. What do you think about that, Shaq? You hear me? I don't know if Shaq sounds straight though, but I got that sound straight. Okay, fine. So that means he said surge the border. So that means that's what you got now. You can't be mad at him. He told you what he was going to do years ago in the debate. How you going to be mad? See, I like when people tell me what they want to do. It's just people didn't listen to you back then. They thought you was joking. Now everybody want to act like they mad and brand new.
And it was, man, these people let you know, man, tell you, man. But see, and he tried to say Obama did a good job. Of course he's going to say that because he's the one that put DACA in play. It's like, of course he's going to say that. He just did more for these people than, you know what I mean? Like, and then now Joe Biden's finishing it up with actually, you know, keeping the borders open. This is damn. Want to assault on the people of America, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
Bring up. Well, remember he had Kamala Harris too, remember? Now, remember this is what Kamala Harris told you about reparations. We just going down memory lane for a little bit, that's all.
We know that when they are using the Department of Justice in a way that is about politics and not about the pursuit of equality and application of the laws equally to all people, we know this is not justice, this is an injustice. When this country incarcerates more people than any other country, America must admit it has a problem of mass incarceration. But what has this administration done? They have increased the use of private prisons, which, as we all know, profit, now let's be clear about this, profit over the incarceration of other human beings. This is not justice, this is an injustice. Justice means recognizing domestic terrorism, including white nationalist extremism, from Pittsburgh to Charleston to Orlando, is a threat to the country we love and should be considered a national security priority.
If you elected president, would you sign that bill if it came across your desk?
When I am elected president, I will sign that bill.
Come on, man.
They call that turn the beat around. Senator Kamala Harris, thank you.
Come on, man. Now, the question was, would she sign a reparations bill? That was what you talking about, right?
I thought she said she wasn't for reparations. I thought she said she
I mean, she told you that. Man, relax, man. She just told you that National Action Network to get your hopes up, man. She just told you that. Come on, man. She ain't about no action. Come on, man.
None of them are.
She just told you that, man. Daggone. I say anything. Come on. You know she don't support that. Come on, man. Why you? Hey, man. I'm on the board card right now.
Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that.
Right. Well,
let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
What did she say? What was she saying? A whole bunch of bullshit.
Sassy woman.
But she did straight up say, you know what she did say clear in that video? She straight up said she wasn't gonna do that for us. So that's what she did say.
Man, she got. Hey, look, Ray. She ain't talking like no sister girl. Then she started talking about like a Brahmin. Then.
Yeah.
She did start talking like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Damn, I'm telling you,
man. She was at the National Action Network, and Al shopped them and asked her, will you sign a reparation? But she like, if I'm elected president, I'll do it. But obviously she lied to you.
But see, the crazy thing about it is there's people still voted for Biden and her like that, though. It's like, what? Oh, wow.
Tricked you again.
I just think people just like the fact because she an Indian lady, you know, why people try to make it seem like she's one of us. And
I got something for you, Frank. They talk about Kamala Harris. Where's the average?
A Saturday Get Out the Vote event hosted by Vice President Kamala Harris became a little bit more controversial than intended when two women wearing hijabs were reportedly not allowed to enter by campaign officials. In a video which surfaced and went viral on X, a campaign officer is seen stopping the women from entering the event despite having an invite. Let's take a look.
We are choosing who's going in and out of the event. I'm sorry.
Why are you choosing us not to go in when we have an invite?
Right, you specifically singled us out.
That's racist. Is it because we have hijabs?
I'm happy to talk to someone else.
It is because that's clearly, I was afraid of this. That's
you singled
crazy.
us out of everybody.
Isn't that against Democrats? Whole campaign? Out. That's very Islamophobic. That's very racist.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
You guys keep coming through.
We have an invite.
You're part of the LGBT community too, right? And you're still going to kick us out?
Come on through.
Oh, shit.
Are you serious?
That's crazy. Wow. Now I really won't vote for Biden and Harris. That's crazy.
Now, some viewers call the supposed behavior by the Harris campaign staff hypocritical and asked if it went against Democrats' whole campaign pitch.
As the video continued, the women chided the campaign official, asking him if this is what democracy was all about. Take a look.
They're racist, Islamophobic, obviously.
And you're being racist.
Get a ticket or something?
They're disinviting us because we have hijabs on our heads. That's why, people. This is not a democracy. This is disgusting.
We're being singled out.
Obviously, we're the only hijabi women. That's kind of clear. They're disinviting us because we have scarves on our heads.
Literally.
That's disgusting. When we have an invitation, just like everyone else, what is the problem?
Now, a spokesman for the Biden campaign said on Twitter, quote, these individuals were among the group of people not allowed to attend Saturday's event after previously disrupting and shutting down events with Democratic elected officials. No response from the women involved to that yet. It's interesting, though, because this has become, protested events have become an enormous problem from the Biden administration. He literally cannot seem to go anywhere without getting disrupted. So it's hardly the evidence of, I think, individuals who are unusually disruptive or trying to just harangue the campaign out of nowhere.
All right. All right, Frank. Shaq, I got a question. They wouldn't let these Muslim women in with hijabs. But I wonder if they were Creed people, would they have been accepted? Oh, matter of fact, if they were Jewish people, would they be accepted? See? Let's not be hypocritical.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah. Okay, you got it. You back?
You been there?
Okay, huh?
Okay. I could tap dance on these niggas now?
Yeah, go ahead and tap dance, man, because it looked like they doing a whole lot of things. They wouldn't let them Muslim women in with hijab, but I think they were Jewish. They might have let them in. What do you think, man?
Hey, man, this motherfucker boy. Hey, if you Negroes are still voting for this motherfucker boy, you got your ass kicked in, your back kicked in. You know what I'm saying with Chucks on, comeback boots.
Chucks and pearls.
They kicked you back in with Chucks on and comeback boots on.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I got a new name for it, y'all. I call it the Chucks and Pearls and Swirls campaign because I see a whole lot of swirling. God damn
Man,
it.
yep.
The swirl campaign. Man, the swinger campaign and all that. Lot of funny stuff going on. I don't like it, but guess what? It is what it is. You know what? You gonna learn today, goddammit, daggone. You don't mess with Miss Chucks and Pearls because she's letting you know I ain't giving y'all nothing. And matter of fact, that date, January 27th, that campaign event was also National Holocaust Remembrance Day. So how fit it was. So how fit it was the daggone, when they signed giving that $183 million to them Holocaust survivors on January 29th. Kamala Harris and them, they tell them, y'all ain't invited to our events. Y'all Muslim women, y'all get out. We don't want y'all here no way. We just told you we want you, but we really don't care about y'all for real. So, hey, we still the same people. And look, if you look at that video, you saw they let the two people, the guy, it looked like a guy with heels on. You saw they let them LGBTQ people go in there. Yeah, saw that, right?
Oh, man.
See? Oh, man, they're getting real discriminatory.
I'm telling you, man. Damn. This shit is crazy, man.
All right, Shaq. Go ahead and break dance. We don't do no tap dance. We ain't got no tapping. You break dance. Shit. You can break dance if you want. You can be like Run DMC. I don't care. It don't matter. Yeah, you can break dance if you want to. Ain't gonna hurt you none. Okay. Let me play this video right quick.
It is the fact that an enormous majority of Joe Biden's own base strongly objects to how he is handling the crisis in Gaza. And so NBC did some reporting about this just a few days ago in an article called Biden Team Ramps Up Strategy for Dealing with More Protests from the Left and the Right. It alludes to the right, I think perhaps in a kind of media sleight of hand to make the audience dislike these protesters. Nothing in this article is about right-wing protesters. It's all people from within Biden's own party who are protesting about the siege of Gaza.
Yeah.
And in this article, there's an interesting admission. So you might say, well, people who have disrupted in the past shouldn't be admitted again. But in this article, it says that volunteers at events are being trained to keep an eye out for potential protesters, not people who have protested before, but potential protesters, going on to say that they are not able to stop them from attending. That these women were stopped from attending. At an event last Tuesday in Virginia, for instance, volunteers noted attendees with pins alluding to their message on the Israel-Hamas war, which allowed officials to be on alert. That seems to be an acknowledgement that Biden campaign staffers are looking at people entering events for any indicia that they have solidarity with Palestine. And how could you not see hijabi women as in that group and say, and basically this is an admission, is it not? That campaign staffers are being asked to eyeball folks and come to conclusions about what people's politics are, and then perhaps deny them admission.
Right. So I went looking for more information on this, and I looked and I Googled it, and Kamala Harris did give a speech that was interrupted by protesters. So then I was saying, oh, I guess they did get in and they did interrupt. No, it was a different speech. Totally different occurrence.
Yeah.
Now, look, I frankly find it perfectly plausible that those people did interrupt some previous event, and that's why they were being prevented from entering. That's not a crime. It's fine, I guess, for a political official giving a speech to try to manage it in some way so that they won't be heckled by their own ostensible supporters. So I'm not like so outraged by what happened. They weren't abused or mistreated. They were just told they couldn't go in because they're alleging they had some prior history of interrupting the protest. But you're right that it is reflective of a much broader problem for Biden and Harris, that you want fired up, you want people like this in the event fired up to cheer you and to make it seem like you have all these crowds and all these supporters. And the fact that people, at least on the Democratic side, who are most likely to be activists and campaigning and out there and sharing messaging about your campaign on social media, to be the real fired up cheerleader type people, those people are the most dissatisfied with the administration of all within the coalition. So it's going to be a huge problem. It calls to mind, failing LBJ, toward the end of his president, starts running for re-election and then doesn't because he's doing so poorly at the height of unpopularity, the Vietnam War. The only place he could give speeches were like military areas where there were going to be no protesters.
Where they cannot object.
Right, because it would be shouted down by college students everywhere else. Yeah. And then we ended up electing Richard Nixon.
Yeah, I mean, this is really real.
Familiar?
If the Biden administration is in a position where they're saying, we are going to, and again, this is just from this NBC News report that I'm getting this idea that staffers are eyeballing folks and trying to predict whether or not they're going to be a problem for him inside. That means not just profiling folks who are visibly Muslim, who overwhelmingly object to the siege of Gaza. It also means overwhelmingly profiling people who are young. That means overwhelmingly profiling, including young Jewish Americans. That means overwhelmingly profiling Black Americans.
Okay, can you imagine?
Who's going to be left?
Excuse me, you can't come in here. No, I am Kamala Harris. Oh, excuse me, come right this way.
She might be over the age cutoff of people who are invested in this. And also, I mean, it is.
All right, so what's basically going on, man? We got the clown show just showing you who they really are, which is fine. I don't care. Show me who you are. Now, y'all heard all that stuff about, Eric Adams, clown show. Yeah. Since he.
This was a smart policy shift that we're doing on a pilot project with 500 people. If this is successful, we're going to expand it even more. We want to bring down the cost. I told 50 Cent to hit me up. I would love to explain it. to him so that he can go out and do another tweet of saying, you know what, Eric is just a smart manager, and now we understand why he was elected by the people of the city of New York to be the mayor. He may even write a song about me.
Not so sure about that. Again, the city's going to spend $53 million on this credit card handout program. The city says it's spending a lot of money on food provided to migrants that never gets used, and this is a more efficient way of helping families buy their own food. Well, when 50 Cent heard about this, he took to Instagram saying, as you can see, it said, WTF, Mayor Adams, call my phone. I don't understand how this works. Somebody explain. I can't explain. I'm stuck. Maybe Trump is the answer.
This was a smart.
I just want to tell you a lot of things going on in New York City. Clown show. But something really big happened up there today. And I don't know if you saw it.
What happened? What happened?
Man, all them housing officials got arrested.
Oh, so they're doing some janky stuff. That people were talking about with the housing authority.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, interesting.
Step into Wix Studio, the new web creation platform built for agents.
Dozens of city employees arrested in a massive bribery investigation. NYCHA workers accused of taking millions of dollars from contractors in exchange for awarding projects. Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Dana Tyler. The bribery case involves 70 current and former NYCHA employees. All but 4 of them are being held on $50,000 bond tonight.
Prosecutors say it's the largest single-day bribery takedown in the history of the Justice Department. CBS 2's Jennifer Bisram joins us live from the courthouse with more. Jen.
Hi, Dick and Dana. 70 NYCHA employees, both former and current, were arrested and charged with extortion and bribery today. Officials say that they collected over $2 million in bribery money. Now, 66 of the 70 were arraigned here at federal court today, and each of them were released on a $50,000 bond, but had to hand over their passports.
That's classic pay to play. And this culture of corruption at NYCHA ends today.
It was a 70-person takedown by the feds. Officials say all NYCHA superintendents and assistant superintendents.
The 70 defendants charged today allegedly used their jobs at NYCHA to line their own pockets.
66 of the 70 were arrested Tuesday morning in several cities, including New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, and North Carolina, for allegedly accepting cash payments from contractors in exchange for awarding NYCHA contracts. Officials say they required contractors to either pay up front or after in order to be awarded the contracts, anywhere from $500 to $2,000. Over $2 million in corrupt payments from contractors in total.
The conduct, as alleged, drove up the cost of this kind of work and diverted valuable public funds away from public housing and into the pockets of corrupt NYCHA staff.
Officials say briberies occurred in nearly 100 developments in the 5 boroughs. That's nearly a third of all NYCHA buildings.
It's very sad that that's happening, though, in the city. We can't have honest people working for us.
At a news conference Tuesday, the city's Department of Investigation laid out recommendations for NYCHA.
They focus on reform of the micro-purchase process to protect it from abuse, while maintaining efficient service for NYCHA residents.
NYCHA also released a statement that reads in part, "These actions are counter to everything we stand for as public servants and will not be tolerated in any form." We're told the first investigation started back in 2013, and now 50 current and 20 former NYCHA employees are facing federal charges.
As investigators uncovered more evidence and information about the investigation, one subject led to another subject.
And officials say all the repair work and construction that was supposed to be done at those NYCHA buildings were actually completed. But officials believe that more illegal activity may be going on at NYCHA buildings, and they're asking New Yorkers, if you know anything, report it right away. We're live in Lower Manhattan.
Well. Frank, that's a bombshell right there, isn't it, brother? Yes, sir.
But none of these
I
people
looked
are
at the names of some of the people in them indictments, man. A lot of daggone. I think one of them was named Hernandez. Seemed like a little money train going on.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So what you think about this, Shaq? A lot of hocus pocus going on, Shaq, ain't it, brother? A lot of hocus pocus, and sound like the Joker is back in play. Why wasn't this reported on mainstream media though? I mean,
right.
Report all this dumb stuff, reporting to me about Killer Mike getting arrested and all that other stuff. Then they say Killer Mike brother, he 21 years old, he got prostate cancer. I'm like, come on.
Oh no, all these people with prostate
not prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer thing is okay.
It wasn't prostate cancer.
And they're only black celebrities too that get it. You notice that?
It wasn't prostate cancer. It's my fault. He got something wrong with his liver. My bad. He's looking to get a kidney transplant. That's what it is. I'm like,
I'm about to say that something's up with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. You know how it go, man. Matter of fact, I just played that video last night, even though they took down the daggone video. But we all know they said Killer Mike got arrested and all that other nonsense, you know.
Man, you already know that was a psyop, man.
Hey, he got 3 awards, Shaq. I mean, Frank. Yeah, Shaq, he got 3 awards.
Come on. And when did he get the awards? I haven't heard any songs from him in a while, man. I don't know. Was he had some new music out?
Man, they say he's getting 3 new awards, man.
It's like crazy.
All right. You know, Kobe Bryant died a couple years ago. So they said that on the 8th. Let's see. Ouch.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to pull up something.
Man, this is crazy, man. The rabbit hole goes deep, man.
No, that's not right. Lakers to wear Mamba jersey. Oh my God. Where's the thing at? I just saw it earlier today. Well, they might not let me get in a YouTube video. Oh, here it is.
El Segundo, Caleb. The Los Angeles Lakers will wear their Black Mamba uniforms, co-designed by Lakers legend Kobe Bryant, on February 8, 2024, at home versus the Denver Nuggets following the unveil of Bryant's statue at Star Plaza outside of Crypto
Com Arena earlier that day. Bryant, an 18-time NBA All-Star and 5-time NBA champion, will be the 7th Laker to be commemorated with a statue, joining Elgin Baylor, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Evan, Magic Johnson, Jerry West and Chick Hearn. The Black Mamba uniforms feature a snakeskin-like black print and drop shadows on the jersey numbers, a nod to a detail from the Lakers' uniforms from Bryant's rookie season in 1996-97.
The uniforms also include an Louisiana 24 on the belt and the numbers 8 and 24 under the flap of each leg of the shorts. Fans are encouraged to watch the unveiling of the Bryant statue live on Spectrum Sportsnet with coverage starting at 3 p.m.
PT on February 8, 2024. Public access to Star Plaza will be restricted February 8 due to event staging and loadout. Pedestrian access on Chak Edwards Court is expected to open Friday, February 9 at 10
a.m. For fans interested in viewing the statue on Star Plaza, Chak Edwards Court will remain closed to all vehicle access through Saturday, Feb. 10. Originally debuted during the 2017-18 season as the team's first City Edition uniform, the Black Mamba jerseys were inspired by Bryant and his 20-year career with the purple and gold.
The Lakers first wore the Black Mamba uniforms on January 26, 2018, and donned the jerseys once again during the 2020 NBA playoffs, leading to the 17th NBA championship in franchise history.
Well. Well, they can wear their jersey on, I think, on Thursday night, 2/8/2024. Doing a lot of talking about Kobe these days. I ain't heard him talk about Kobe this much since he died. So they go to fair you. Doing a lot of talk about Kobe. That something's up.
Man.
Remember, what's LeBron number? 23. What's Anthony Davis number they showed in the picture? 3. 2 times 3 equals 6, man. Come on, man.
Okay. Man.
Got you again.
I mean, these people, man, these are con artists we talk about here, man. We're dealing with, you know? These people ain't no joke, man.
Now, Shaq was saying something about the WNBA last week. So last week, the basketball Michael Porter Jr., who actually a couple years ago he got in trouble for saying things about the candy bar, as you would call it, right? He also, I forgot to tell you that the Senate voted not to impeach the border Homeland Security guy today. Oh, here it is. I want you to hear this, Frank.
However you define financial success, we got you.
I want to hear what this guy says. Y'all remember you remember all that stuff they talking about the WNBA? And they women saying they should get paid the same as men and all that? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Shaq, you there? I don't know where Shaq at. Shaq. I don't know if you're there. I can't hear. So how did I do it? Just what we talking about here. I want you to hear what this guy said. He said the same thing Shaq said last week.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, here we go again, guys. We need to talk about the NBA and the WNBA. Now, the WNBA, the only reason why it even exists today in 2024 is because of the NBA. The biggest supporters of the WNBA is the NBA and the NBA players. The vast majority of people, something like 70% of people that actually watch WNBA games are actually men. The women are not showing up, and that's okay. if a woman doesn't want to watch the WNBA, they don't want to watch it. You can't force them to actually watch it. But what have we heard from the Wolves out there? That the WNBA players need to be paid on par with their NBA counterparts, which absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. But when it actually came to the women's national team, they ended up getting equal pay. And when the men actually made a whole bunch of money, they had to give half of their earnings over to the women. When the women didn't even play, they didn't even get people to watch. See, that's the problem, man. That's communism right there. But the Wolves, they want communism. That's what they want. Now, the WNBA players, I believe on average, they make something like $100,000. Whereas, of course, in the NBA, we're talking about, I believe me and Rhodes actually talked about this on a member stream. By the way, become a member, get access to the member stream every single Friday. Click that join button if you're watching on YouTube. I believe the average was like $10 million in the NBA. Now we know that the elite players, LeBron James, all those guys, I believe LeBron actually has like a $51 million option net season with the Lakers. Okay. The NBA has been around a very, very long time. And that was a starting point for the NBA. NBA players way back in the day actually had second jobs. They weren't full-time players. Now, the WNBA has been around since the 1990s. They have never, ever made a profit. Never. They are still subsidized by the NBA. Now, if the NBA walked away, the WNBA, it'll be over with. It will be done. Any type of major decisions that actually happen with the WNBA, the NBA owners actually have to approve of it. Okay? They're really, guys, let's just be honest, there's no demand for the WNBA. Now, ESPN has them on TV. They prop them up because pretty much they have to. But still, there is no demand for the WNBA. Women's college basketball, and I said this before, is much more popular than the WNBA. Now, that brings us to Kevin Porter Jr. of the Denver Nuggets. He actually dropped a truth bomb here, man. A truth bomb, and the Wolves are triggered by what he said. But he was being realistic. He's a supporter also of the WNBA. Like I said, NBA players, they are the biggest supporters of the WNBA. But the Wolves didn't like what he said because when he said just straight up, man, they don't get many people to watch him. If you can't get people to watch him, you can't be demanding, equal pay or better pay, that kind of thing. Even though he said, he believes that they should actually get paid more. But the thing is, man, these players need to take it upon themselves to actually grow their sport. So, right here on Outkick, reaction to NBA star Michael Porter Jr.'s WNBA pay comments shows how out of touch people are on this issue. Like I said, man, the Wolves triggered. They didn't like this. So we're going to play this clip. This is from the Pivot, this clip here. You see Ryan Clark is on there also as well. And this comment from Alexis, don't know who that is, says, "This wasn't advocating for women's hoops at all. Shaking my head. It's actually insulting." Listen in to what he says here, and you tell me if this is actually insulting.
And they're very talented, but so is a famous ping pong player. They're just as talented as the best ping pong player is just as talented as the best basketball player. That doesn't mean they're going to get paid the same because
they play ping pong.
It's what the people want to watch. You know what I mean? So as much as I understand females wanting the same treatment as men basketball players, it's a different sport. People, they're not packing out the arenas. Obviously, their TV deals aren't the same. So as much as I advocate for women and kind of the equality of the respect of their craft and all those things, I mean, you can't pay them the same thing, but I do feel like there should be a little way to make a little bit more money for them because they are very talented.
Yeah, I think the big thing, obviously, when you're thinking about negotiations, labor unions, and different things like that, I don't believe there's any woman that believes she should be paid as a man gets paid. It's more about the revenue share.
Ryan Clark, Mega Rapinoe, USWNT, yeah, they wanted equal pay. They ended up getting it.
It's more about
actually they make more because they got benefits and everything too.
The percentage. And I think those things play into it. And then the other side of it is treatment, you know, within their own organizations. Like they're never like they don't.
Right, it's not as exciting.
No, it's not as exciting.
It's not as exciting in basketball.
Yeah, you're not.
They got lower the rims. I would watch a girl coming down the lane on another. I would watch that. They need to lower.
They're actually as a.
Yeah. So they just said it right there. It's not as exciting. Think of this, guys. When you actually watch an NBA player do a spectacular dunk, you know, they call it being posterized, like if he's actually dunking on somebody. Now we've seen a few dunks in the WNBA. It's not exciting at all. I believe Brittany Griner has done some dunks, but it's not exciting. The play is not the same. The 3-point line, shorter. The ball, smaller. It's not the same game. There isn't the same demand. And they're right, man.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, he just basically said it. They've been getting on him this week for about saying it, and it is what it is. But he told the truth. So hey, it is what it is, man. He's been getting a lot of backlash behind it and things like that.
Man, look here, man. Why the hell Taylor Swift ain't going to the WNBA game and bringing
That's
her
why
fans?
I played it.
Why she ain't going? Why she ain't made a statement? Why she ain't going to bring fans to so they, you know? Talk to me.
Hey man, that's why I played it because you said something about it last week.
Did I mention it?
Well, let me explain it first. Wait a minute. Let me say this. Because a lot of people have been getting on Michael Porter Jr. told him you are educated, you don't know what you're talking about, you stupid, you dumb, you know, all that stuff. So
yeah, see, we
that's
got a
what's
lot
going on.
Tonight we've learned 5 JPEG employees are out of a.
Huh?
I said, yeah, it's a lot of people complacent with fuckery. And it's illogical. It's illogical. I don't even know why we having a conversation, dude. They can't even get a goddamn sponsor, man. I ain't seen that one WNBA commercial. I ain't seen that one WNBA commercial. I ain't seen Shannon Sharp there. I ain't seen Taylor Swift there. I ain't seen Beyonce there. I ain't seen Angela Rye. I ain't seen every one of them from the WNBA game.
Did you hear what he said though?
Gayle King, no goddamn baby. Oprah Winfrey. I ain't seen nobody.
He said 70% of men watch the WNBA. So where he let you know, women not even watching it like that.
They ain't watching it, and that's the problem. If the women watching promote it, maybe they're gonna be the ones that's buying the tickets for they got the children. That's why everything is marketing and promoting.
You got more women watching football than they go in the WNBA, man. Go figure.
Look here, man. God damn it. If your own motherfucking people, family members ain't watching the goddamn game, your own constituents, your own, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I gonna do?
Now I will admit, they did admit that women will watch women's college basketball, but they watch the WNBA. They did admit that.
How much? Man, I'm talking to Sykes, right? He telling me he read me Caitlin Clark stats. She putting up 32 points. Like I said, the average person rather watch the NCAA women.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit. Huh?
That's true. That's true. All right. Yeah. Back to the. Well, that was all for the sideshow. Back to the fuckery. Let me look at this.
job after an investigation into an anti-Semitic photo that was posted on social media over the weekend.
NBC5's Sid Boulay has spent the day looking into this. She joins us now live from JPeak with new reaction after this post was shared with us. Sid.
Brian Alice, the resort says that displays like this are never tolerated or accepted here at JPeak. And after a meeting this afternoon, those employees have been let go.
That's not something you joke about. It's a pretty serious event.
JPeak Resort responding to an anti-Semitic social media post involving 5 employees, all working at the resort through the J1 visa program. NBC5 News has chosen to blur the photo. A current employee who wants to remain anonymous says they were shocked to see it.
5 kids standing there with homemade swastika bands doing the Nazi salute. Yeah, that was pretty surprising.
Did a very quick investigation, found out that it in fact was those 5 employees, and they've since then been terminated, and they're heading back to their hometown on Thursday.
JPeak's president adding that an investigation on Tuesday found the employees were at a costume party when the photo was taken.
They had said that there was a party, a costume party down there, and didn't offer much more than that, nor were we particularly interested in much more than that.
Other employees at JPeak say the photo is the opposite of what they stand for.
I feel like JPeak as a whole is very peace, love, and positivity type of vibes, and that's the exact opposite of what we're getting with that. So I just felt it was very unacceptable.
The post comes at a time when community leaders say anti-Semitic incidents are on the rise nationwide.
People need to be aware that the language they use and the sentiments they express have a direct impact on the safety and lives of the Jewish community. And so I would ask them to be thoughtful in how they express their ideas on this issue.
The U.S. State Department confirming to NBC5 the individuals have been removed from the exchange visitor program. A spokesperson adding the Biden-Harris administration condemns any form of hate, including anti-Semitism.
JPeak says those employees will be heading back to their home country of Peru later this week, and it's in accordance with the resort's zero tolerance policy.
Zero tolerance. But they let motherfucker, man. I wouldn't say it was zero tolerance. Where everybody, you know what I mean? They're flooding this country like that. Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah, they're pushing the anti-Semitic agenda, man. They're pushing that agenda, because you know what they're doing. They want more bills to pass in other states, just like the one passed in Chicago. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's all that is. What y'all think, right?
Wherever your business needs to show up.
Brutal attack against 2 NYPD officers. One of the suspects has now been indicted by a grand jury.
This comes amid a report that some of the other suspects have been arrested in Arizona. Fox 5's Chris Welch joins us now in studio with the latest today. Chris.
Yes, Steve, Natasha, that report coming from Fox News, which says that, quote, several men believed to be migrants who were arrested, then fled New York City, were apprehended at a bus station in Phoenix.
There's no comment at this time.
The attorney for Yohenry Brito not saying much today. Brito is right now the only suspect to be arrested and held on bail in connection to the assaults on 2 police officers. He was in court today in connection to 2 prior misdemeanor.
Why he the only one? I thought it was more than that. They didn't fast, didn't they, Frank? Got him in. It's indicted by a jury already. Ain't that something? Can you hear me?
Oops, my bad. Yeah. They're moving kind of fast, don't you think? That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? See, these people, man, they're
And they
pushing
were
this
in
agenda.
Arizona. They told us they was in California last time. They didn't move real quick, boy.
That was quick.
What
That was real
kind of
quick.
car they got? What plane they got? What bus they got?
Right. And there's only one of them.
That's all y'all cop was one.
And why do they have them like that? And why are they still handcuffed like that? Like that? I don't know. I don't look right. They don't look right.
Well, who translating? He a migrant, ain't he? Tricked you again. Let him get going.
Charges. He's also now the only one to be indicted by the Manhattan grand jury, at least so far.
The district attorneys may be bringing new charges, but it's frustrating. It never should have happened.
Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg presented evidence today to that grand jury, which could also lead to new charges for any number of the about a dozen other migrants police say.
Now, wait a minute now.
That January 27th.
Now, wait a minute. They had him on the ground. How did he escape and get out of that?
That's what I'm just saying. Dude. How do you get out of it so fast? No backup. Nobody's phone. Nobody's on their radio. Where was the body cam footage? No body cam footage.
Oh, man.
Why is it on the why is the camera aerial like that? You know what I'm saying? From the sky like that. Was that a camera from a street light? Where's this camera from? Is that a drone camera? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just don't see how nobody was calling for backup or nothing, or no kind of distress call or nothing. I don't know.
In Times Square. And according to Fox News, several men, reportedly suspects, were arrested Monday evening in Phoenix, Arizona.
Reportedly.
We are also awaiting arraignments for 2 suspects in the Bronx and 2 in Manhattan, who police say are part of a coordinated group on mopeds. They say they swipe victims.
What does that have to do with these
and later
suspects?
hack their bank information? And
What
on
does that have to
Long
do with them?
They spit on our flag, they trample on our values, and they commit crimes.
That was the message from Nassau County Executive Republican Bruce Blakeman earlier today, announcing they've arrested this man that they say is a migrant who stole someone's pro-Israel flag off their front porch.
So you mean to tell me? Wait, hold up, BJ.
They say
hold up.
Crimes
Bro,
committed because of
BJ,
our
hold on for a
religion.
second, bro.
The color of our
Wait. Pause this for a second, real quick, dude. Pause this for a second. So now they linking migrants and being pro-Israel now, and Hamas. Okay, now look. Okay, I see what they're doing, bro. You see what they're doing?
Wait a minute, man. Hey, wait a minute, man. Hold it, Frank. Shaq, where you at, man? Because I'm about to die here, man. They making me laugh, man. I told you, man, that's why I be on mute at the time, because I don't want to laugh too hard. But look, it's funny, man.
So
Come
Hamas
on, man.
is migrants.
Look,
They have.
so wait a minute. You're a
There's a link.
migrant, and you going to take a what? A pro-Israel flag? Man, you don't get that all of this bullshit,
You don't know
man.
nothing about no pro-Israel, no fucking shit. These
Cloud
motherfuckers
show.
sick, man. I'm telling you, man. I told you, man.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Are the migrants being anti-Semitic?
They're gonna link. They're linking it. Everybody's being anti-Semitic now at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, bro. They're linking it. Damn, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous game that
Man,
they're
they
playing,
are
man.
killing me right now, man.
But see, the Jews are letting them over here, though. They're the ones that are letting the migrants over here,
I got a
man.
question, man.
You know
Like
what
my
I'm
boy
saying?
Darren say, man. Who writing these scripts, man? They gotta stop this bull, man. Shit, buddy. Oh, he took a pro-Israel flag on somebody's porch, man. You don't get that out of here, man.
Like, well, you would know something about being pro-Israel now. See, we don't be thinking, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Officers, one of the suspects has now been indicted by a grand jury.
This comes amid a report that some of the other suspects have been arrested in Arizona. Fox 5's Chris Welch joins us now in studio with the latest today. Chris.
Yes, Steve, Natasha, that report coming from Fox News, which says that, quote, several the executive Republican Israel flag off their front porch. When the victim took off after the man, the suspect, they say, attacked.
Crimes committed because of our religion.
the color of our skin, the way we dress, or who we love will be prosecuted vigorously and thoroughly by my office.
And back to that indictment of Yohenry Brito. We do not yet know specific charge or charges because that indictment remains under seal. However, he is set for an arraignment March 25th. Steve Beck.
Boy, hey man, I got to give them credit. They are really cooking this stuff up there, boy. They do it better than I thought, man. Boy, it's tough. I got to give it to him. All right, I ain't be too much long. Two more stories to cover, and then I'm done. Hold on. The head of the RNC chairwoman resigned today. I don't know why it's not coming up. It might be too early to Well, look, I can't bring it up. Daggone, because they're not showing it, but the chairwoman of the Republican National Committee resigned today. She met with Trump in Mar-a-Lago. She's gonna resign after the South Carolina primary. Let's put it like that. So, but the chairwoman Ronald McDaniel is resigning from the RNC committee. Yes. So that just happened not too long ago. Order Secretary avoids impeachment.
Breaking news from Capitol Hill tonight. Within the past 30 minutes, House lawmakers held an impeachment vote for Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, but they failed to get enough votes to impeach him.
House Republicans have accused Mayorkas of willfully refusing to enforce immigration law and lying to Congress. Mayorkas avoids becoming the first cabinet official to be impeached in nearly 150 years.
Well, so he obviously not taking control of the border, but you couldn't get enough Republicans to even impeach the guy. That should tell you something right there. So that pretty much explains it, brother. But you gotta understand.
See, this shit's coming from the inside, man.
You gotta understand.
And this guy's Mexican, right? Mayorkas, where is he?
He's a Creed boy. He's a Creed.
Oh, my man, he's we can't talk about the Creeds, dude. You know what I'm saying? Even though they control real estate, they control a lot of stuff, man. They control, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff. Like you were saying yesterday. The feds, they control the Fed. You think they run the Fed, BJ?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna go against, but so what you saying? No, Trump's not gonna go against them, though, huh? Trump ain't gonna talk about them, huh?
Not the Fed, no. Now, I gotta say this. We gotta understand something, man. Things are going down. Very bad. I got to show you something though. From my brothers out there in Chicago. Since I talked to Paul tonight.
What's Paul talking about? What's Paul talking about?
I'm gonna show it to you. Dang. Shoot. I'm about to go on to my daggone. I'm about to go on my Facebook. Hold on for a minute. Oh, here it is. I got it. I got it, Frank. So Paul and Mark are having an event down there in Chicago this weekend. Actually, it's not with him. They said they'll take questions on Facebook Live. But it's Rally to Vote Chicago, Save Chicago, Don't Get Mad, Get Organized, Turn Chicago Red, Black Chicago Trump. That's Mark Carter's. I forget the other name, but they said they'll be streaming it Facebook Live, and you can also they'll answer comments in the chat. That's on February 10th. In a couple of days. Yep, Saturday, February 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's going on in Chicago this Saturday. Just wanted to point that out. Just may have some people from Chicago looking, so very, very interesting. A lot of things going on, and people need to be prepared. With that being said, Chak, you there? Chak. You hear me? Maybe
You know what's crazy? You know the crazy thing about it? How they handing out those debit cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
They handing out the debit cards, and then they like, these debit cards will save New York some million a year. What you mean save? You give motherfucker, you would save if you wouldn't give these motherfuckers all these debit cards. That don't make no sense. Does that make any sense, dude? You talking about you gonna save a certain amount of money a year and you give it? If you wouldn't be giving this money to these motherfuckers, you save. How about save the money by not giving it to these motherfuckers? See, it's just oxymoronic. I just don't see how people fall for this type of stuff, man. We just really brainwashed. It's just sad. See, if they could pull this up on the American masses, and they've been doing it for a long time, and they could keep doing it. You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't do something if they know they couldn't do it. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
We just falling for it, man. Like, damn. But you got these olders, or I can't even say elders. You got these older people in us, you know what I mean, pushing us into the bullshit too. And then you got the pastors and preachers, right? You got the clergies. Because what happened? Where did all this money from the migrants? A lot of this money from the migrants come from. It came from a lot of that COVID relief, and it came from a lot of these private clergy groups. So, you giving to these migrants. What is it? Is it on? Are you going to use your religious beliefs to say that you're giving to these migrants, or is it political, or is it helping your people? Which one is it? Something going on, or is it money laundering? There's something going on, man. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays people don't do stuff out of the kindness of the heart too much anymore. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
We know there ain't no such thing as coincidences either, so we can scratch that out.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what some of these reverends and pastors and preachers, this is what they pushing, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything against what they originally was pushing into the so-called church, especially the so-called black church. You know
Well, let me just play that video for you, just since you brought up the black church.
Biden, you talk Biden touchdown over there at the black church, huh?
The black church?
So-called black church?
Oh, this was history, to sit 4 seats behind the president of the United States. It was history, for us, and the ones who didn't come, they missed out, like they always tell us in church, they missed the tree. you know.
Oh shit.
It means a whole lot for our church and our community that he chose us to worship with us today. Could have chosen any other place, and just to think about the former pastor, Reverend Roscoe C. Wilson, and many of our members who were civil rights leaders and civil rights persons who fought for our freedom and our justice.
I mean, imagine what would have happened. There'd been no black church all those periods of darkness. Well, you give us a mountaintop, give us a promised land. You give us a dream and a faith that we shall overcome.
We shall overcome.
We worship the Lord every Sunday, every day of the week, actually. And it was just a wonderful opportunity just to bring together community leaders, politicians, all with the same goal of worshiping our Lord and Savior and just having a very good time in service.
We are definitely in support of President Biden because, you know, like I said, that we see the choices that we have to make. And for me, I don't go about what a person says so much and how they say in his age. I go about, you know, the things that I see that he's accomplishing for us. And that's
Oh my God. Boy, I'm about to go choke in this junk, man.
Man, look.
Oh my
didn't I
goodness.
just say the so-called elders, the older people? I told you, right? Talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness. Help me out, man. Help me.
Ain't done nothing for nobody, dude. Like, but who you supposed to do stuff for? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Maybe the creep.
do you know what Columbia, South Carolina is, man? Columbia got a lot of poverty in Columbia, dude. I'm just letting you know. Like, these clowns, man. Like, yo.
They're hyping this dude up, man.
No, it might be Florence. It might be Florence. Because I don't think, however, it might be Florence. But I know where Clyburn district is. It's one of the poorest districts in South Carolina, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you know what I'm about to do?
Hosted.
Let me pull this up. It's gonna take me a second to find it.
See, they talk that shit, man. Shaq, they talk that shit, man. That shit is crazy, man. These older people, man. That's sad, man.
Mm-hmm. Mellow.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the older people talking like that. How them young motherfuckers talking, man? You're like, that shit crazy.
There you go, sound again.
They got starstruck by that motherfucker, huh? If I seen that motherfucker, I'd probably throw an egg at that motherfucker, man.
Hey, man, somebody threw a shoe at George Bush one time.
I remember that.
Yep, somebody threw a shoe at George Bush's ass. So, I mean, hey, man, you wouldn't be doing nothing that's up.
I wonder if they took the shoe off and threw it at him, or they just found like some random motherfucking. That's funny, man.
Yeah, there go President Biden.
Uh-oh. Was that Biden? But what did he do when he was? If you think about it, when he was with Obama, when he was Obama's VP, what did he do then? He didn't do shit then. I don't know, man.
I don't know why this video so. Now look at this. I'm gonna pull something up. I'm pulling something up right here, man. Hold on.
Some new details about a
big win for a very big name here in the A. The Atlanta rapper known as Killer Mike won big at the Grammys and tells 11 Alive News his arrest at the show is what he called a speed bump, small and minor. So he spent today celebrating his 3 Grammy wins from last night, a full sweep in all of his categories, and a new development in his personal life. 11 Alive's Doug Richards is live in downtown with more on what that is, Doug.
Yeah, the rapper known as Killer Mike told me by phone this morning that his headlines from the last 24 hours are that he won 3 Grammy Awards in the rap categories, and that his family learned this morning that his 21-year-old son, who has chronic kidney disease, would receive a new kidney transplanted as early as today.
Bringing home a Grammy for Atlanta would be equivalent to the Braves bringing home another championship, the Hawks bringing home their first, and the Falcons bringing home their first.
Michael Render, aka Killer Mike, managed not to jinx himself
fast as
by
hell.
openly campaigning to win a Grammy or 3 in Los Angeles Sunday night.
So it's just a pleasure and exciting to see an Atlanta native bring home 3 Grammys.
Atlanta City Council members were among those who viewed Killer Mike's wins as a measure of validation for his hometown.
This was a local album that the world took hold of, and he got a Grammy, all of the Grammys, not one, all of them. And that's Atlanta influence and everything.
Hours after winning the awards, Render told 11 Alive News, "God has given me a lot to be thankful for in the last couple of days." He learned that his 21-year-old son, who has chronic kidney disease, got approved this morning for a kidney transplant. I won 3 Grammys for Atlanta. I'm the first rapper ever to sweep. And now I've got to go home and see my child get a kidney and a chance at living a normal life, Render told us by phone. Last night, Render got arrested at the awards venue following a reported confrontation with a security guard. In our conversation today, Render said, "I don't know if a citizen's arrest counts as an arrest. I hope you mention whatever speed bump happened was small and minor. Didn't even take 3 hours of my day." For Killer Mike's fans, the headline was his victory prior to the arrest.
He's a model citizen. I guess we should all go on and try to win the Grammys or whatever our particular talent area might be.
It is not clear exactly what the circumstances were of Killer Mike's arrest. He declined to talk about that. He was obviously much more interested in talking about the Grammys and especially the development with his son. He was in very buoyant spirits this morning, excitedly getting ready to come home and be part of what he hopes will be a life-saving operation for his son. We are live in downtown Atlanta tonight. Back to you.
Ain't nobody here about this daggone kidney transplant till
good point.
Why ain't been announced this? So just suspect. But he got his 3 Grammys, and then now another thing they talking about, they call it a citizen's arrest. So that means some regular people walked up to him.
Right. That's what I was saying the other day. Who was the regular citizens and why? And why did they decide to put him on the citizen's arrest? Was it the security guard that he supposed to be got into it with? What was this over? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see how they don't give you they don't tell you nothing, they just tell you a little something and just like that's that.
Yeah, they tell you a little something because they know you're gonna shut up and they ain't gonna ask no question.
Right. But that's a good point, though. I didn't hear about the kidney thing until this. Interesting.
Yep. They say that. I tell you, they said daggone. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know. They left something on my phone or something. Daggone. But it is what it is. It just go to show you a lot of things going on. And people need to be aware. So, Shaq, what do you think about this, man? Kidney transplants, all that. 21 years old. You have 21 years old and they kidney transplant. We got a lot of problems going on. That's all I'm gonna say. Just need to know. Yep.
Damn. 21 kids. Damn. $21 to do something for me. I don't know, man. I think the way we're going, I think the age of life expectancy gonna be 25, Cole. The way we going, where they pushing it. You think?
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Prostate cancer on the rise, anal cancer on the rise. I mean, rectal cancer on the rise. God damn.
That's a good point. And man, that's definitely biological, man. No doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that.
And you got
You're
this
right.
motherfucker,
No doubt about
Joe. Man, how he ain't get excited for insurrection?
You talking about whole Biden, huh?
He encouraging. I'm like Judge Brian. This motherfucker's encouraging and encouraging, invading, aiding, and abetting federal criminals.
Most people have no clue that in
Now look,
2023, the best
I'm
way
gonna
to
tell you
make money
something.
on Amazon
Hey,
is
over
not with
tonight.
physical.
President Biden took aim at Donald Trump during a rally in Las Vegas yesterday. He urged Democrats to support him in the state's primary this week and warned that a second Trump presidency would be a, quote, nightmare for the country. Well, on Saturday, Biden cruised to an easy victory in the South Carolina Democratic primary. He earned 96% of the vote, but, the turnout was low. Just 4% of registered voters actually showed up. So for more on this and the upcoming GOP.
Did y'all hear that?
Wow.
Biden won 96% of the vote, but only 4% of registered voters showed up in this South Carolina primary. That means 96% of people didn't even vote.
That's good. That's people. A lot of people, baby in Clyburn. That's like where Clyburn's at, right?
Yes.
Clyburn. Let's show him a message too, because he the biggest tap, boot dancer, bootlicker ever, man.
Now look at this.
Primary in South Carolina, I want to bring in CBS News campaign reporter Nydia Cavazos. Hey, Nydia, it's good to see you. Before we talk about, the week ahead, Biden, let's talk about South Carolina. Obviously, no surprise that he would win the primary. Didn't have any sort of significant competitors in any way. But the party was looking to see who was coming out, what kind of support he had. What does the outcome of this primary signal?
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Happy to be joining you this morning. And well, like you said, Biden cruised to victory here in South Carolina, and his victory comes to no surprise to anyone. This wasn't necessarily being contested. There was no doubt about that. He earned more than 96% of the votes here. But what this primary was truly a test for, the first in the nation for the Democratic Party, was a test for the party's strength, where Biden was standing amongst Black voters and overall voter enthusiasm. And it was a test to that. And like you said, there was a low voter turnout here in South Carolina for this Democratic Party. Only 4% of the total state's registered voters ended up coming out and supporting either candidate. And if we were to compare these results to 2020, or the voter turnout to 2020, for example, where over 500,000 people ended up participating, even in the middle of a pandemic. So this goes great lengths to show what this means, that many people chose to sit out. But amongst the reasons why South
That's all I wanted to tell you. The daggone nobody hardly showed up. 4%. That's very bad. So people are not really happy. That's all I wanted to say. And I'm done. So showed you. Made you look again. They told you, he got 96%. How many people came out? Tricked you again. Peekaboo. But nevertheless, Y'all shout out your information, man.
Word up, man. Another good show, good information, you know what I mean? Word up. Thanks for having me back on again. Y'all can hit me up at XX Frank Nitty XX on YouTube, XX Frank Nitty XX on Instagram, and Frank Jones 8115. Y'all tap in with me, check out my content, and you know what I'm saying? I know y'all like it, especially if you want to hear the truth, all right? Holla at me.
All right, Shaq, go ahead, man.
Damn, boy. I'm just saying, man. Being a sucker don't always involve you licking on a lollipop. That's all I gotta say. Man. Man.
It doesn't.
Damn, man. But yeah, man, y'all can tap in with me on woo boy. Chak _Edwards. Chak Edwards at Facebook. Damn, man. Lost for words, man. Cause it seemed like whether you vote or not, they're gonna do what the hell they want to do. Outcome gonna be the outcome. Damn, how they pull that trick off?
You're right. How did they put it?
Was it during so-called Reconstruction? When was, you know what I mean? Because it's definitely when it changed from the Republic, that's for sure.
Like I said, man, Frank, Bernard, people listening. I think the initial way the government was structured was one of the most sophisticated structures created. But in the hands of the wrong individuals or entities or persons or groups, this is the outcome. Individuals, it ain't the system. Well, yes, individuals operate as a system. So my question is, do we create a system inside a system? What's the you know?
We definitely got to get away from these people somehow.
Yeah, is that plausible?
And that Federal Reserve, when that shit turned to Federal Reserve, that shit changed a lot too, though. When that shit hit, then it was like they basically was like, okay, these motherfucking politicians will sell these people out. They'll sell the people out. That's basically what these motherfuckers was saying and shit. You know what I mean? We realizing like these motherfuckers, you know, their population don't mean shit to these people.
Well, let's.
You know what I mean?
Well, makes sense. Well, like I said, we got to figure it out. I already told you one thing. You can start by identifying who the creed people are.
Damn, man, that's real.
And then by them, you knock the game down like a box of bones and dominoes. Identify who they are and where their positions at. But nevertheless, this has all been fun. I had to come back on night after they took down our show from last night, not for banning or nothing. So just because they replayed the 60 Minutes video, but it's okay. Yeah, I guess they didn't like us talking about the Federal Reserve. I don't know. But
so hold on, 60 Minutes flagged it? Oh, they must have got an automatic.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, what it is.
Shit.
But whatever the case may be, that's why I said, let me come on back tonight. Let's do this one. So just y'all just be easy, take your time, watch out, daggone. Stay away from, I guess what they call clown shows.
Hold on. Did you when the last time you been on your girl Doe Eyes? I scrolled through her last night.
Oh, it's been a long time. Hope she did.
Yeah, she was all right. She seen me in the chat. She spoke to me, but she had a title, right? And it was a question, and I think the title was like, "Do men?" She said, "Do men?" No, I think it was this. Are men expected to pay for a babysitter?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And dating a woman, yeah.
A babysitter.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
Question, man.
Burnt out, man. Man, hell no. Do they want me to pay for the child care too after school program and all that too? What the fuck?
You gotta
Man, that's
pay for look.
Yeah, I seen that before. Yeah, I heard that before, man. Yeah, I heard that before.
You gotta pay.
I had a couple of women ask me that back in the day, man. I like, I don't know about that, baby.
Yeah, man. That's some bullshit. Damn, Frank. Damn. It's like we just in turn. It's just a.
You done turn into a guppy.
Man, tricks are for kids, nigga. I thought tricks were for kids. Obviously, shit. Nigga.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
You think it? Hey, look, I had a young brother tell me today. He said, "It ain't tricking if you got it." I said, "No, it's still tricking, brother."
You're right.
No, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
It ain't tricking if you got it, nigga.
That's the craziest shit, man. That's just like
It's $100,000, and you got it.
Right.
It's tricky.
Well, speaking of tricking, one thing these so-called ex-slaves or indigenous, whoever, y'all Negroes better stop group tricking. Tell you that.
Well, next week Valentine's Day, man. That's a big group trick day.
This whole month is group tricking, nigga. Group tricking month.
Oh, okay. And I mean, I just looking forward to Valentine's Day coming up, So.
Well, you know, my lady called Valentine's Day Booty Day.
Hey, look.
Right, you gotta hear her, man. She was wild, yo.
Yeah.
But
you know what, though? When you look at that hot dude, she got a point. That could be a man's ass. Because your heart and your body ain't shaped like that, so But nevertheless,
that's funny.
Y'all brother, take your time. Y'all have a good night. Read me back soon.
His butt. Right, I'm not eating a man's butt. All right, man. Let me get about it before they catch you off.
All right, yo.
Peace.
Take it down.